We did it, and it didn't work. Now what? Do we cut and run, or do we stay the course? I hope Donald Trump is the abandoner he's always been. I hope he is the guy who has never not abandoned anything in his life except his love for tariffs. And I hope he does what America always done. These people who say, we'll get a reputation for cutting. We always cut and run. We did it in Vietnam. We did it in Iraq. We did it to the Kurds. We did it in Afghanistan. We did it in Beirut. That's us. No lifeguard on duty. If you
cut and run? What the heck is Bill Maher even talking about? Are we serious? You're telling us Donald J. Trump, a guy who has been dragged and threatened with prison, by the way, in the media for years, is suddenly just going to fold under pressure? We've watched the Dems throw investigation, impeachment, media attacks, everything imaginable at this man, and he still stood tall through it all. This is Donald J. Trump we're talking about here, Bill. The man is pushing maximum pressure, policies, sanctions, and direct actions to stop Iran from getting nuclear weapons. And we're supposed to believe he's just going to walk away from the biggest political showdown on the board. Yeah, okay. Here is Bill Maher getting absolutely destroyed by Douglas Murray with straight facts. Take a look.
I disagree because I think once started, you have to finish this. I don't agree that it's failed. It's been an incredibly successful operation in lots of ways. Supreme leader dead, Iranian Air Force destroyed, nuclear sites attacked again, the navy of the Iranian Revolutionary Government at the bottom of the ocean. These are not small things. No. It's not the case that the Iranian Revolutionary Government has come out of this well. I know some people are wanting to say that after 4 to 6 weeks of war, this is some kind of loss for America. It isn't. It's been an amazing strategic success, but everyone wants to know what the out is.
Absolutely right. This has been nothing short of a success, hasn't it? The man is out there taking care of business, making decisive moves, and delivering results. What more do these lefties want to see? We're talking about leadership that actually acts, not hesitates, not overthinks, but executes. Do they not understand that part? And yet, somehow, these Dems are still out here calling it a failure. Based on what exactly? At what point do we admit this isn't analysis anymore? It's denial, plain and simple. Maybe it's because he's the only one who actually had the balls to step up and do what others wouldn't.
I am formally announcing my intention to cut off all trade and investment with Iran.
Our second goal is to prevent regimes that sponsor terror from threatening America or our friends and allies with weapons of mass destruction. Iran aggressively pursues these weapons and exports terror, while an unelected few repress the Iranian people's hope for freedom.
I strongly believe that our national security interest now depends upon preventing Iran from obtaining a nuclear weapon.
Well, I can say to you, Iran will never get a nuclear weapon on my watch, as they say.
Yeah, what exactly happened there? Why didn't they make a move before, huh, Bill? But the minute, and I mean the minute, Trump steps in and actually does something about it, now suddenly it's a failure. How does that make any sense? I don't call this a failure, not even close.
Iran's key nuclear enrichment facilities have been completely and totally obliterated.
Wow, Trump makes me so proud to be an American. I mean, we're talking about a man who actually stands on business. He doesn't back down when it matters the most. How often do you see that from these lefties? Never. He steps up, takes action, and owns the outcome. Win, lose, or draw. And somehow people still try to spin that into a negative. Are you kidding me? How can anyone look at strength, decisiveness, and results and call it a failure? What are we even talking about here? At some point, you've got to call it what it is. This isn't honest criticism. It's pure delusion. Because when leadership finally shows up and actually delivers, suddenly the standards change. Why is that always the case with these people? It's like the goalpost moves the second results start to come in. 1 minute they're screaming for action against Iran, demanding toughness, demanding consequences. But the minute someone like Trump, or any Republican for that matter, actually steps up and does something about it, it suddenly becomes a problem. Now it's too aggressive. Now it's too risky. Now it's a failure. Which one is it? Make your damn minds up. You can't demand strength and then complain when strength shows up. How does that work? So let me get this straight. They want action, but only if it fits their narrative. At some point, you've got to call it out for what it is. Selective outrage and political bias. Plain and simple. And how convenient is it that Bill Maher conveniently leaves out who is actually behind so many of those so-called cut and run moments where years of decisions, many led or supported by Democratic leadership, were the real reason why we cut and ran. What a damn joke. But hey, maybe I'm wrong. Let me know in the comments below and I'll catch you in the next one.